It's 4.
What's the courthouse? do?
Courthouse
That's
is
what they're
out.
telling.
Septic is not.
Haven't had a day yet. It's a little off.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot from the commissioners meeting.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Greg let me know he wasn't gonna be able to attend, so I'm gonna lead invocation and pledge. Call that family. Dear Heavenly Father, we are grateful for this community and for the chance to serve it. Bless this meeting with wisdom, patience, and clear thinking. Help us listen well to one another, even when we see things differently. Guide our words and our votes toward what is fair and what is good for Bartholomew County, for the families, the farms, the businesses, and the neighbors who call this place home. Please keep us honest and humble, and let the work we do here today be worthy of the trust that you have placed in us. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, first thing on the agenda is the approval of the meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve them.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor of approving the minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Meeting pass, or minutes pass. All right, new business. First up, we have ASAP, Megan Cherry. All right, go ahead.
Thank you for hearing me today. I am coming regarding the opioid settlement funds. And for that, last year, there was a request for an appropriation for the $600,000 for opioid settlement fund applications to go through a process through SAC and then here for approval. So I just wanted to give a brief update on the process and how we've done that and a small change that we've made, and then go through the recommendation for funding that we have, see if we can get approval for those funds.
Would you adjust the microphone?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
You need to
Close it.
get
There
it
you
just
go.
pull it
Is it
closer
good?
to you.
Okay.
Is that
better?
George?
Yeah,
Okay.
better.
Very much.
Okay. So in the presentation that I submitted at the end of the packet, it really just goes through the process that we've used to vet the applications. To really try to make sure that our process is transparent and fair across the board, and we have a set standard that all of the applications are measured against. Previously, the only thing that we've changed in regard to the process is a 3-tier approval approach. Instead of having the application and a yes or no recommendation, we added in a third option of viable, but reapply. So we did this in order to kind of promote community collaboration and provide an opportunity for partners to work together to develop applications that maybe weren't ready for this application process, but could be viable in the future. We felt like this would really promote partnership in the community and an opportunity to work together on projects to make sure that we have no duplication of the funds that we were requesting. That's really the only adjustment we've made to the process. So we had a rubric that we measured the applications against initially for an ASAP review committee. From there, the applications went to the SAC committee and were presented for recommendation there. So in the packet you've received, it has the summary recommendation to the council on those recommendations. And of the $600,000 from 2026, in this cycle, we'd like to request approval of $392,704.85. That would leave $207,295.15 for the remainder of 2026. And we would like to have a fall cycle of applications to come back and request that remainder of that. And that is what the applications that you have come out of for today.
perfect. Are you gonna do a new application process for the 297 or use the same application applicants to review that?
We'll do a new process. So
Okay.
any that were viable, recommend to reapply, we'll get with those. If they want to work with us on developing that, then we'll have a whole new process that we'll make public, and we'll put out a press release for anyone to reapply again, by September 30th. We'll put that out.
Okay, perfect.
By when?
September 30th will be the deadline.
This seems straightforward to me, but council members, do you guys have any questions for Megan and the ASAP way of working?
I have none. Oh, good. If there's none, I'll go ahead and make a motion, go ahead for the amount of $392,704.85 for the additional.
Why the 85 cents? This is ridiculous.
It's, hey, government to the penny.
Yeah.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Okay. Do I have any other discussion? Questions? All right, all those in favor of appropriating $392,704.85 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, Megan, we look forward to seeing you in the fall
Thank
to
you.
appropriate the rest of that.
Okay, to get in for budget time, I think I need to go ahead and see if I can do an appropriation for 2027. If that's possible, then now would be the time I would need to do that, or I'll come back. Okay.
Yep, in August.
Okay.
And when you get with Daleen and Pia about your submission, we'll let you know if we need you to come present or if what you've submitted is sufficient for us to make sure we appropriate accordingly.
For the 2027.
Yep, for the 27th.
Also, during that period, if you're not brought back, be available on the phone in case somebody has some questions. Process.
Great call out. Perfect. Thank you, Megan. All right, are we doing commissioners?
Mark, you're still serving that.
Yeah.
We skipping?
There, yeah, because, take a meeting on, July 28th.
Oh, for ASAP?
So you were fully aware of this process.
We're gonna do the 1.2? Okay.
Later.
Carl, you're our man.
You got me set.
We're happy to have you.
I'm here on behalf of Larry and Tony and myself. My father-in-law always asks on Monday evening, "Did you spend a lot of money today?" And I'm going to tell him, yes, we did today. So I'm here for an additional appropriation.
Now, Carl, are you counting your chickens before the hat? That's all I want to know.
Not been approved yet.
We are here concerning, we pinned down Steve Risting and David Dow for their fees for the youth
Service Center.
center, which is now, I think, officially going to be called the Bartholomew County Youth and Family Community Connections Center. We pinned them down about a week ago and said we needed a figure so that we could bring it to you. And we thought that maybe $1.2 million would take care of all their fees. And we were just a little bit shy $136,500. So I'm here today. I think Tina has talked to Daleen, probably Daleen has talked to Pia, and talked to Leah.
Yep.
And we had, like I said, got on the agenda for a additional appropriation of 1.2, so 1,200,000. And then in addition, to fulfill both contracts, we need an additional $136,500 $500 transferred as well. The auditor's office has got an account set up that this building is going to have all the funds and all the bills paid out of. And so that is our request today. And I will just comment that I know it's a lot of money. We are talking about a total cap of not to exceed 16.5 million for this facility, and that is everything, including these fees. And if you figure these fees against that 16.5 million figure, that's 8.1%. And most firms out there today for a project like this would charge 12 to 15%. David Daup has a lot vested and invested and a lot of pride in this community. And just to be honest, Steve Risting and David Daup are a great tag team. And we saw that in the court services building. And from what we've seen, this will be a mirror almost image to that building. But it will be a beautiful facility when it's done. So I think that Dave and Steve, like I said, they help each other out, and they gave these figures, and so that's what I'm here today for.
Okay.
And we really need the money appropriated. I think Pete would tell you that before you sign a contract, you're supposed to have the money.
Fair statement,
Is
Commissioner.
that fair statement?
Fair statement.
Carl, is that one, or Pia, is it 1.2 or are we doing 1 point with 136.5?
We're only doing the 1.2 because that's all we have passed.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah, we'll have to vote on the rest of it next month, so,
Okay.
That's what I was getting confused.
yep, yep.
Are we still talking, what location are we?
So this youth service center will be right next door to the court services building, so both the juvenile and the court service potentially could have even a connector, so then the employees could go back and forth between the two, and it's also convenient behind the jail, so any of those kids that are coming for shelter,
So
the
there's-
sheriff can easily
obviously
get.
There's enough landing there. Did we
Yes.
have to buy the, what,
Nope,
that 60
it's-
million?
It's our land, it's our parking lot for
Right.
court services, so we don't have to buy anything.
Oh,
We're able to build there, and we're still planning on having an extra room that could be court space, correct? Perfect.
16.5.
Yeah, with the 16.5. So we're trying to plan for the juvenile,
The maximum.
yeah.
Yeah, but what, is there any potential for a prosecutor's office in that building?
I think there will be some extra room between this building and perhaps even court services. I hate to say that with Brad Barnes at my back. I don't know if he's carrying any weapons.
he left.
Um,
He snuck out.
He snuck out, so
Oh, he
there's no
snuck out. I'm
threat.
safe. Okay.
Talk freely.
But we do realize, you know, that the courthouse is kind of full to the gills, and there will be a time. But we think that we are just really pleased with what has transpired here.
Madam President, can I say
Yes,
something?
please.
So, it just occurred to me that last year when we were doing budgets, we increased the commissioner's budget for consulting to cover some of these costs. And
Oh,
we did so at the tune of $225,000. So they should have that extra 130-some thousand in their budget
well, that's a
because.
good memory. I have that memory. Do you know
I
if
thought it
that's
was for
still?
other reasons.
He
I
is
thought the
right.
Consulting was more for the legal fees that.
So, yeah, I mean, But I mean, it was specifically put in there for this project. Now. So,
We may not
Good
have to
point.
do the other 136 next month.
Do you know where you're at with that line item in your budget?
I will probably get, one of us will probably get to come back in August or September
I hear
and
you.
ask for an additional in that line.
Okay.
Because of a pending lawsuit that
Fabulous.
has really ate a lot of money.
Yeah, and matter of fact, I think my recollection is that we increased that amount because of the lawsuits that were there and the legal fees that we were doing with Ice Miller, I believe.
Carl, we didn't.
It
we did
was,
twice.
it was either for that lawsuit or, as Pia said, I think it could have been intended for some of this project, but sad to say, Tina just got June's bill, and
It's expensive.
our legal fees on this case are in excess of $285,000. And they're not over.
Madam
Bring us
President,
next month an update. on
Madam
all of
President,
it.
if there are any
So
other.
we'll figure something out next month.
I hear you.
If there aren't any other questions, I move to accept $1,200,000 for the youth, what do you call it now?
Youth Service Center.
Youth Service Center. Are you changing the name to it?
What
There's a new name.
Are you gonna be changing the name to the Youth Service Center?
I think that whenever it is built, and it will be known as I think, Bartholomew County Youth and Family Community Connection Center.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
That's what we've been
Question,
known.
of course, is where's that money?
This is,
Got an email, and one person suggests one thing,
so
others
this is
suggest.
coming from general fund.
Okay, so this
Great
isn't
question.
the one that,
Nope.
there was that discussion about rainy day and all that?
Yes, because it wasn't advertised, so we couldn't even do the transfer. Now, if we want to move money, we can from the rainy day next month, but the general fund has it in it, so
Thank you.
we can, thanks for asking the clarifying.
George.
And Mark second.
I missed it, sorry, thank you.
Nope. Any other questions or discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Carl.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hollander, Community Crossing Grant.
Yeah, this is a community crossings grant that we got earlier in year, and it just got the money from NDOT and got it deposited, so I'm asking to have it appropriated so that I can spend it.
So this is from a grant, correct?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
One we didn't expect, but
Yeah.
got.
Right, this is the one that had special state the bill just for this year, and we were able to get a little second round, and we got some of it.
Squeaky wheel type
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
opportunity here.
I so move that we accept the $843,500 for the community crossing
Second.
connection grant.
okay, George has moved, Marcus has second. Any other questions for Danny? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Thank you.
Get busy, Danny.
Yeah, pay.
Thanks, Danny.
All right, Mr. Fulp, Public Health Preparedness.
Hello,
Hello.
thank you for having us. I want to introduce Lindsay Stout, who is our Public Health Emergency Preparedness Coordinator. I like to, get her out in the limelight a little bit while we do our work. She's been doing a great job for us, and she's the one who does all the deliverables and reporting for the grant, which we're requesting.
Awesome.
So this is the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Grant. Get it annually. It starts July 1st and goes to June 30th. And it's $25,000. I was trying to be a good advertiser for our offices. So basically, the intent of the agreement and funding is the goal of this funding opportunity and allowable activities within it is to build response-ready local health departments across Indiana through the maintenance and growth of a strong public health preparedness structure. So that basically gives you an oversight of what we're doing. She prepares for any emergency. We work with the emergency management authority here, Shannon, and we have plans for all the potential, well, what we can foresee, emergencies that might develop, and then the grant itself, monies are used for support of those plans and activities within that grant.
Okay. Any questions for Link on this grant? Seems pretty straightforward. Do I have a motion?
I move to accept the $25,000 for the Public Health Department preparedness.
And a second. Right. George has moved, Mike has seconded. Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same as sign. Motion carries. Thank you.
Great,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Lindsay.
Thanks for your assistance.
Okay. And Bobby, I see you on Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
We have been awarded here at the Sheriff's Office the Duke Energy Grant in the amount of $5,000, and we would just like to have that appropriated. The money has already been received and sent over to the Treasurer's Office, so we would just like to have that appropriated.
What is that money used for?
This year we are using that so that every deputy has a breaching tool in their vehicle, so they're quickly able to breach anything that needs to be quickly accessed, suicidal subjects, anything like that, active shooter, so they can make it through the doors.
Perfect. Appreciate that, Bobby.
I'll make a motion, go ahead for the additional 5,000.
Second.
Mark has moved. George has second. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of appropriating the $5,000 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same as sign. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Pia, your financial reports.
So we're still analyzing, the effects of the,
Fuel.
first half of the year that we just obviously closed a couple of days ago. So we have put in your drive, in your folder, the statement of cash, and that reflects the settlement. There's also a spreadsheet in there that shows the spring settlement this year versus last year. We're a little bit less than last year. Specifically, I think the school corp was the one that was less than last year. Part of that could be, it's hard to really dig too deep into that. Part of that could be just people haven't paid the full year, maybe like they did in prior years.
Yep.
So it's pretty close though, but I wanted to show you that to show you how that's affect. It's not as dire as what we thought it might be.
Oh, interesting.
So there's that. I've also in there put in, go ahead.
So this is property tax revenues? Property, okay.
Yeah, it's property tax revenue from our settlement, and that's broken down by unit.
Yeah.
So it's what we did our settlement on. And then also in there, we have a spreadsheet that details the utility usage and costs, and also the gasoline usage and cost. And on that, the 2024, that's only a partial year from
Okay,
when we instituted the Circle K.
Okay, I was like, why was gas so cheap in 24? Thank you.
Yes.
So I think it's, the way I understood it, it was 6 months of 24, 12 months of 25, 6 months of 26.
I believe that's correct, yes.
Yeah, so it's 6, 12, 6. So if you do an average by month,
That gets you where we
if I
need.
can talk
Mhm.
for a second, average by month, 25 was down from 24 by almost 8% from a unit usage standpoint, and 26 is down better than 9%. So county vehicles are not being driven near as much, and or we've got more efficient vehicles maybe.
And could be a combination of the two.
Dollar wise, of course, it's up because the price of everything is up. But as far as, units or gallons of fuel, it's actually down.
Interesting.
I also want to mention, and I sent it to the people that are on the finance committee, just before I walked in the meeting. Daleen has sent to Reedy the statement of cash, a download of other information out of our system for the first 6 months, and then also some of the revenues that we've had for this first 6 months. So that we're sending them the information that they want. We're also in the process of receiving budget information from the departments. So stay tuned. We'll have more information, here in the next few weeks.
Anything else that we need to be aware of as we study the statement of cash?
No, I mean, we're still in a really solid financial position, especially, as our cash, we need to continue to watch what we're doing.
Totally.
I do have a question concerning the budgets.
Yes.
Our meeting in August would have been on the 10th,
Yes.
and we're starting the budget on the 17th. At one point in time, we discussed the fact that we may have the meeting instead of the 10th, that we will start on the 17th with a meeting.
Correct.
And is that still,
Yep, that's still the plan.
for the 10th, we do not have a meeting?
Correct.
Okay, just wanted to double check that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Last item on the agenda is updates from council members on any boards or commissions.
I don't have anything new.
Okay.
My committee has never met, so I don't have anything. Isn't that nice?
It is nice. Look at you.
Yeah.
I've got a couple updates on the solid waste management. We've met, and a budget has been finalized and should be uploaded or have been uploaded. It is increasing a little bit because the actual fees charged by Rumpke back to, for services is substantially higher
Oh, interesting.
than what was budgeted in 25. It's comparable, I think, to what's budgeted in 26, but when we looked at the actual billings, I think they've got the budget number for 27 pretty good. So they budgeted 1.5 million for 25. In 26, I think it's budgeted at like 2.2. Next year, it's budgeted at 2.4 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So is it fuel surcharge?
Well, it's Rumpke's processing fees.
Okay. Okay.
So Rumpke pays the county
Yeah.
for what it brings in, but then the county also pays Rumpke back for running the landfill.
Yep.
So that's good. Everything else is pretty well in line, overall. From year-over-year budget standpoint, nothing real surprising at all. The other item is Kim Bennett and I met with Brad Barnes in court services,
How'd that go?
and it went very, very well. We went over all of their funding sources
Okay.
for their salaries and services they provide. I think there's 14 different funding sources. And I asked Brad, I said, do you know how much the county actually contributes? And off the top of his head, he couldn't come up with that number. And I said, well, neither can I. So I said, if you could summarize somehow this for us and look at 25's county funding, 26 proposed, and 27's proposed, so we can see it as a council, so we can say, hey, this number is only increasing by this amount, or, oh my goodness, it's increasing by this year over year, and we know how much we're responsible for. Because I had a very uncomfortable feeling during last year's budget that
Yeah.
I did not know the number as a whole.
Thank you for spelling that out, Tim, because I think that would help all of us understand like what's it truly costing to operate court services, so that way we can make
And,
strategic decisions
and the
accordingly.
county's responsibility.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So he's working on that. They believe that they shouldn't have any problem being able to do that.
I think it would also help payroll too, if we could streamline some of this, so like we can pay for employees fully from one account. Because that's also a cost that we don't think about, but a human capital cost.
So I think that was the two I was involved in.
Perfect.
Where are we at with the finance committee?
We have a meeting the week of July 21st.
July
We
21st.
haven't
20th.
met since our last
Yeah.
council meeting.
When's your must?
So I've got the people who've responded to my email, I've got assignees, so I'm gonna set that probably the first part of August, so that way we have a meeting, and then we can invite them to come to the budget hearing process if they want to sort of observe how we do budget hearing, knowing that they're gonna have to be more involved coming into the future. So we just have to have our first meeting by October 1st for the MUST committee.
We are, as a group, trying to streamline the budget process to give some directives out on we get the information from the auditor's office, who we want to come, and not have somebody if we decide.
Yep, we are gonna streamline that, and it's going to start with IT. I can tell you that without looking at anything, but Scott's gonna be the first man in the hot seat.
Okay.
Because he always has requests from other departments. So then we'll have him go first. So then as we see other departments, we can ask about his requests.
Okay.
That's the only thing I know for sure. Until Daleen and Pia give me and potentially the finance committee more information. Yes, we hopefully will streamline it though. So that way, if it's just minor updates, they don't have to come present everything. Marcus, anything you need to update any of us on?
You know, been trying to attend some county commissioner meetings, but
Yeah.
nothing really reports.
And I did, because I talked to Tina, and you guys will be getting should be getting their agendas.
Yeah, that she's
So we-
emailing them to
yeah,
us.
So we're getting them now in case we have something that we're not aware of or got a question when we meet. So that loop now.
Perfect.
I think that's it.
Anything from the audience that needs to speak?
If there's nothing new, I'll make a motion
And I second it.
Right, meeting